Hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. So we have a special project in. We have Marcos's OBS in for a loud stereo. I don't know what it is lately, man. Stereos are comeback. We haven't seen people do stereos like this in a very long time. So back in the day, we used to put in tons of subwoofers, tons of speakers, amps, all that, and that kind of all died. And if you watch any of our content, you see that most of the cars, we're trying to make the stuff disappear, right? We're trying to make it look as if it never happened. Well, this is not the case. In this case, it's the total opposite. We want as much speakers, power, sound. So it's a little bit of a departure for us from what we normally do, but like everything, we're gonna do it to our highest ability. This is a OBS, but it's a Cheyenne. So a Cheyenne is basically a Mexican Silverado. It was not offered here in the States. In Mexico, it's called the Cheyenne. Here, it's called the Silverado. It's bare bones, so no power windows, no power locks. Very different than the American version. So most of the American versions, unless it was a work truck, had power windows and power locks. The only reason that's important is because the door panel is shaped differently, and we'll show you on the other door. What we ended up doing is we were gonna do a bunch of different styles, but what we ended up doing is removing the bottom quarter of the door, and we're remaking that as an entire pod. So we're gonna end up running 2 6.5s, 2 tweeters, 4-channel amp, which is gonna bridge the 2 tweeters and the 2 mid basses. And then we're gonna do 2 12s behind the seat without losing any seat space. So that was tough. The box, massive. It's a 5 foot, I mean, it's really narrow, but it's really tall and 60 inches, so 5 foot wide. But this allows us to not lose any leg space. So a lot of times in these trucks, in order to get big bass, you have to scoot the seat a couple clicks, so you lose a couple clicks. Now, it's a single cab truck, so if you're a tall guy, that's not the best thing in the world. If you're short, it's not a problem, but we're trying to make it as functional as possible. And then we're also gonna do some lighting, we're doing some deadener. It's gonna be amazing. We're doing a loud system. Now, a loud system in a single cab car, not the easiest thing in the world. So we want a ton of bass, we don't want to sacrifice any leg room, and we want it to be loud. So just to show you, this is the Enclosure. A lot of times we get asked, why does it take so long? Why is it so much, why is it so much different than the prefabs I can buy online? Well, the main reason is because it's all hand-built. It's tailor-made in essence. It's built, not only is it built for the car, but it's built for the gear and it's built for the client. So, and that takes a lot. And then there's a lot of things that we do that you're not getting. Let's say if you're doing a prefab or something that's just bought off the shelf. So in this particular case, we are running 2 12-inch drivers. Now, we are gonna be running 2 12-inch audio mobiles. You know, we love our audio mobiles, but obviously, and we're not moving the seat at all. So the seat will still go all the way back. On a lot of these Enclosures, you must move the seat up. It's just, you're gonna lose footwell space. And if you know anything about a single cab truck, it's not a big cab to begin with. So if you're short, it's not a problem. Your seat is up anyway, right? But if you're taller or you like to lean back, then you want all the space you can get, right? So by using the audio mobile, and again, you could use a flat sub, but these audio mobiles are technically not a flat sub, but they are low profile. And the awesome thing is that they work really well in small enclosures. They don't take up a lot of space. They don't require a lot of airspace. As you see, this thing fits by the hair of its chinny chin chin. And we had to even clearance for the magnet. So we have to clearance for the magnet in order to ensure that it fits in the enclosure. The other thing that we did is we made a pocket for the amplifiers. Same thing. There isn't anywhere to put anything in this truck. I mean, the only place is under the bench. If you want to, you can throw the amps under the bench, and I'm just not a fan of that if I can avoid it. So we built this compartment in order to mount the 2 amplifiers for the amps that we're installing in this vehicle. Other things are, we're gonna make a beauty panel. That's what this rabbit here is for. And then, so the other thing is, obviously, it's made the specs. So we're building it to the specs of the subwoofers themselves and then to the vehicle. Now, just to show you, this thing is 60 inches long. So it's 5 feet. It's narrow, but it's 5 feet long and it's like 17 inches tall, roughly. That's how we're able to get the airspace that we need. But it is a massive enclosure. Now, once we put it in the vehicle, we'll actually bolt it in place, and then you'll have your amps. We'll run all the wiring, and we have some more custom things going on for the doors because, again, this is one of our, it's gonna be one of our loud vehicles, and we have some cool custom touches that we're gonna be doing. All right, so this is the enclosure for the OBS, right? So if you can see, I mean, this thing, again, it's 60 inches, so 5 foot long. In this build, we're actually using all the audio control gear other than the subwoofers. You know, we're real big fans of sticking to, you know, doing it all as one brand. But when it comes to the subwoofers, Audio Mobile is just really hard to beat. And it's our favorite sub. It works, it's dependable. I mean, just amazing. So in this case, we're doing an Epic Big 4 and then one of their 1500 watts. So we're doing their Big 4 channel, their 1500 watt monoblock. And then we're gonna do 2 sets of 6.5s and 2 sets of tweeters in each door. So, well, 1 set of 6.5s and 1 set of tweeters in each door. So this system, as far as the gear goes, this would be like, for us, would be like a stage 1. It's good equipment, lots of power, but more than the equipment and the power is also the install, right? So if the install is proper, you'd be amazed at what gear you can get away with. We've fixed some builds that the gear was some bad gear. And for whatever reason, the combination of bad gear was amazing. There's a Cadillac that we did a long time ago that the gear was all a hodgepodge of stuff. And once we rewired it, grounded it properly, built the proper enclosure, all that, the car sounded phenomenal. And we were like, oh my God, I cannot believe that we got that much output out of this stuff, right? So sometimes, you know, now there is bad gear, so don't take that and go, oh, well, Jerry said no. But the install has a lot to do with it. If you get the install right, you'd be amazed at how forgiving and how much you can get away with not so great gear. So this is what where we're at right now. So we're about to put the door panel and the door pod on. So, but Hondo's treated the door, right? So same thing, he made a template, a jig, and we treated the entire stage 2, the inner skin, and then also treated behind all the drivers. So you're gonna have a tweeter, and 2 mid basses. And we're just putting connectors on all of them so that when we go to put the speaker in, obviously we can just plug them all in. And then we also have a connector for the lights. So we're gonna have a cool lighting effect. It's gonna happen in the door panel itself. I just wanted to show you real quick before all the stuff goes on. So we also did a Epicenter in this vehicle. So if you know anything about Spanish, Mexican music, Spanish music, corridos norteños, anything like that, the music does not have any bass. It's in essence missing. So in order to make that music, or older rock, older jazz, like a lot of the older recordings didn't have any bass, you use an Epicenter. So this is an Epicenter Micro. So the unit is really small, but the really nice thing is that it has this double bass knob, concentric bass knob. So the outer ring controls the amount of effect, the Epicenter effect, and the center knob is the level of the bass. So back in the day, if you ran an Epicenter, you had to have a bass knob and an Epicenter knob. The Epicenter knob was for the effect, the bass knob was for the volume. With this new one, it's nice because it allows you to do both. So again, outside is the effect, inside is the actual level of the bass. So this is really nice because it just cleans up the install and makes it much nicer, and then you don't have to remember which knob is which, and it's just kind of a pain. So also the amps, even though it's a 4-channel and a monoblock, they're dual 4-gauge. Because the high amp is a high-powered high amp, it has a 4-gauge input. Normally high amps run an 8-gauge max, but because this is a high power kind of pro audio system, it runs 4-gauge, so that, and we'll show you the power ratings. It's pretty insane for a 4-channel. Hondo ran them. This is the factory wire. And then this wire on top is our wire. And then he built this bracket and mounted, you know, we love our breakers. He mounted our 2 breakers to here, both inputs. And then he ran the wire to this adapter. So we added this side post adapter. Anybody knows, ever done a GM, getting wires on this thing is a pain in the butt. So this way you're able to put the wires on and take them off if you needed to. Makes it much cleaner, much easier. So again, talking about the 4-channel. So this 4-channel is 4x200. That's insane. So typical amp, a 4-channel amp is, let's say, between 50 and 100. This thing is 200 at 4 ohms. Now, we are gonna be running it at 2 ohms. So at 2 ohms, we're doing 350 watts by 4. That is mind-blowing. This thing is gonna rip your face off, but that's what the client wants, so that's what we're gonna do, right? This is definitely one of those crazy, over-the-top, loud builds. We've been doing a lot of loud builds lately. I'm not sure. It's not typically within our wheelhouse. So on this particular vehicle, we are actually doing a lot of new things, a lot of different things, still trying to do the loud, but still make it highly serviceable, highly functional, and done at the highest level we can do.
Visit our website at showtimeaudiochicago.com.